Hi YouTubers. So today I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna dress up nice for today. Sometimes I'll dress up like this for when I go to church or other places like that, you know, formal places. Well, anyway, so this is the vlog of the day, October 31st, 2018. Happy Halloween to all of you, by the way. Gil, and I'm trying to think of other things to post up, but the videos, I was trying to find some Halloween videos or something, but I could not find any more because I feel like I already posted a lot of those up. Like the ones that I was looking at 95 or whatever, but I saw that I already posted those up. So I'll still get into more videos though. So anyway, today I guess my kids will want to go to trick-or-treating, and I think we'll probably go somewhere over in we'll go somewhere around the Rialto area, you know. So I'm just gonna go to the garage. Yeah. So anyways, I wanna kind of like decorate the garage. Well, I already did, but yeah, I already have it decorated, but I want to move the car out, so, and then I have the fire effect ready and everything. So as of today, we went to the Halloween store, like by the mall in Inland Center, in the Inland Center, and it's like, you know, like it's like busy like it naturally is, you know, like Walmart, and it's busy like it usually is, going on to last minutes of Halloween and stuff. And then there's this place that we went to because Jenny Lynn wanted to buy a couple of things. And then as I saw that there was this tow truck there, like towing away some cars that were parked in places where they're not supposed to be, you know, like, so, and I made a video of it too. Well, just a little anyway. So for me, this is the typical thing for me. I'm just doing my normal, this is my typical life. So some of you might wonder, some of you like have some questions here and there, and I could go ahead and answer some of them. And one of those questions that I get a lot of is, dude, what happened to Joe? Well, Joe, he left my mom back in 2010, no, 2001. Well, anyway, that was what, 18 years ago? 19 years, no, 17 years ago? Well, anyway, the relationship just didn't go good. My mom said about him, it's just like he was just two people. He was two people. Like when he was drunk, he would be a totally different person, and he would be really bad. He was really bad and everything. And so going on to 10 years that my mom and Joe were together, they finally split up. Or my mom decided to just split up with him because it was too many problems between the two, and it just didn't work out. So 2001 is the last time that I ever saw Joe. So that's what I have to, those are the things that are said about him now. That's the answer to that question. And another question that I sometimes will get too, and I can answer this one too. And it's you guys may ask me like, where are your brothers now, and what do they do now? Well, the answer to that question is like, my little brother Arnold, he's living in Ontario right now, and he works in a pool business. He has his own business, cleaning pools or something like that. And he's been doing that for quite some time. He's been doing that for a long period of time. And my bigger brother, Hector, well, he works for the city of Los Angeles. And I'm not exactly sure what he does there. But the last time I heard, he was like an inspector or something. I mean, I know that he works in one of those jobs, like the professional type jobs, I would call it. And that's where he's working at, and he's been doing that for a little time now. And Arnold lives in Ontario, like I pointed out. And then Hector, he lives in Lancaster. And then my mom is just stay-at-home mom, so to speak. But she works. She helps my brother's out. I mean, for a little bit of money. She's retired. Well, so she lives in Rialto, in the house that I used to live in, that I used to own, the mobile home. And so that's where my mom is at. And Cynthia, you may ask about Cynthia too. Cynthia, I mean, I think she works at Kaiser, like a Kaiser Permanente job. I'm not exactly sure. I think she's I'm not sure exactly what she does, but I know it's like one of the bigger jobs, I think, like a clerk. I'm not really sure, but I do know, and she's been there for a while, and she lives in Rialto, in that fancy house that you saw the other day on our Christmas video. And then what else? Now the next question that I may come across is how old I am. Well, I mean, most of you will probably know by now. I'm 48 as of October 31st, 2018, and I'm looking forward to more years of life, God forbid. Well, anyway, so the next question will be, the next question I sometimes get, like based on those flamboyant videos that I posted up a few times, it's like I get a number of you who may wonder, like just curiosity, if I'm gay or not. Well, I'm gonna be straight with you right here. I mean, the answer to that question is like, I'm not gonna say I'm gay, because I cannot say I am. So, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna say it straight out. I mean, that eventually it's gonna all spill out. I mean, with sharing all these videos that I've been doing, and it's gonna spill out eventually. So I might as well tell you my secrets. I mean. Now, for the next question that I get, what happened to my ear? I mean, of course, many of you are going to ask me that question. What happened to my ear? Now, I mean, at least I'm being straight out here. Well, my ear, I mean, it's like I was born this way. It's like deformed. I mean, it's like my mom told me that, I mean, my ear was sort of folded, so to speak. My grandma noticed that, my mom says. So, I mean, I was born this way. I mean, imagine I lived my entire life, 48 years, with my ear like this. But, I mean, how it feels, well, I mean, it's something that we got used to. I get used to. I've been used to that for life, I mean, that's how it was for me to start. So, I mean, you figure, so, I mean, I'm living my full life, I mean, I'm actually able to enjoy stereo sound, believe it or not. When I put the headphones, well, I cannot put earbuds because it's gonna fall off, because there's no place in my ear that can hold them. And even if I could hold it, I wouldn't be able to hear out of a earbud. But, excuse me. Well, anyway, my ear, I mean, I could put headphones over and I can hear sounds. Like, it would just be like kind of like a muffled sound. It's not muffled, but it would be just like the high tones only that I would hear. I could hear the high tones, and then the normal on this side. So I can enjoy stereo sound. I mean, I would just have to raise the volume on this side on the headphones. But with today's stereo equipment, you know, they don't have volume control. They don't have balance controls. So I have to kind of live with it, you know. Well, anyway, so that's the other question. Yeah, and another question that I might commonly get, it's gonna be, how do we call it? The question is, do I miss the 80s? Do I miss my days? Well, I mean, if I could give it the most accurate question to that, I mean, I say, I don't necessarily miss the 80s, or I don't miss my old days, but it's certain aspects of those times that I might consider myself missing. But I mean, it's like, for the most part, I mean, I think I'm fine with it. But you know what actually helps to not miss the 80s, so to speak? It's just the fact that of the video that I made, you know, all the videos that I made. I mean, like, I can go back to my videos and remember. I mean, it's a way of remembering my days, and that's what helps me to not miss the 80s, so to speak. And another question that I'll get, like, I mean, how do I compare 80s with today? You know, well, I mean, I posted a video about that, but I've posted a series of videos. But I mean, if I'm gonna answer a question of how, like, whether I like it, like, overall, or, I mean, if I'm gonna do a quick answer, like, on what I have to say about the 80s versus today, well, today, it's much better off, like, in some aspects, like the technology. I mean, I love how I'm able to, like, for an example, like, if I want to know what a word is, I just Google it and instantly it shows up. Not like before, in the 80s, during the 80s, we had to, like, if I wanted to know a certain word, I had to either ask people and see if they know, or I had to go through the trouble of finding a dictionary, or I just had to ask people. That's just one example, you know, a quick example of what I have to say about. And then of course, you know, the things that's convenient, like, I could, like, go to the online to find things that I want to buy. Like, I mean, I don't have to, like, back in the time, you know, like, if I wanted a certain part for my car, for an example, like, back in my day when I had that Mercury, the 1983 Mercury, like, I needed parts for the car, right? So, excuse me. Well, so back in the time, I mean, I wanted to know what I can do on my car. I wanted to fix my car back in my little kid years, you know, when I had that Mercury. I was 21 at the time. And I wanted to fix up my car, but I mean, the only way I was able to do anything about it, with the little less experience on cars, the only thing I was able to do is just take it straight to a mechanic. Rather than, I could not research on my own about fixing things on my car, or I could not research, or I could not go buy parts online, because I mean, the internet was not available back then, you know. So the only thing I could do is go to a mechanic. So that's just the other example. So today, by far, it's much better off for me. I mean, I'm kind of happy with today. I'm happy with life today compared to then. So I mean, that's just the overview. I mean, like, that's a common question that I get, and that's a quick answer. And then you could see the video that I posted up about it. Several videos, you know, like, and then of course, you know, like everything else. I mean, now another question. I might get the same question except for 90s. How do I compare the 80s with the 90s? But I feel like the 80s and the 90s were about the same. I mean, kind of. I mean, the 90s just had a little bit more sophisticated stuff, like sophisticated items. But I mean, they were still doing cassettes back then, you know. It was not until the ending of 90s when they started like doing some new formats like the MP3s and the CDRs, you know, like I got my first CDR. I got my first CD recorder in 2000. It first came out in 1998, but it was really expensive to buy a CD recorder back then. But anyway, I mean, how I compare 90s with 80s is about the same. I mean, I still had to go out. I still had to manually research everything, you know. And like my car, like if I wanted to fix it, I had to go to a mechanic. But except that I was more experienced going on to the 90s. So, I mean, well, anyway. And another common question I might get is like, I mean, how does your mom and how does your brothers and sisters and family feel, or like what's their reaction when you show them these videos? Well, I mean, the answer to that question is like I tell you, I mean, they're so used to seeing my videos because I show them my videos all the time, you know. But I mean, but in reality though, they have a reaction of like they're astonished to see how they looked, or I mean, basically they always look at themselves, look at how they looked, you know. They just pay more attention to how they looked, you know. Particularly my mom and Hector, you know. But then, you know, Cynthia, you know, like Cynthia, I mean, on the other hand, you're like when she saw herself like in the 80s and playing with the cat, you know, how rough she was with the cat, whatever. I mean, that type of she was kind of like disgusted, so to speak, just being funny. Well, anyway, she was like, she just didn't like how she acted, you know. She's all telling me, or she's like saying that she hated the way she acted back then. She acted like a dumbass, she says. Well, anyway, I mean, that's how Cynthia's reaction. And my mom's reaction is, she'll always say that she looked more skinnier than, well, I mean, of course, we are age, you know. But my mom, you know, but I would say, most everybody says that my mom still looks good for the age that she is. She's 68, by the way. Anyway. And my dad, well, I mean, I haven't really seen my dad for a while. I mean, he's still out there. He lives in Corona. And my dad doesn't really say much about my videos. Well, he don't care because he's kind of too old for YouTube and that kind of stuff. You know, he's 81 years old. Well, anyway, or 80. He's going to be 82 this year, this December. Hector and of course my reaction, well, I mean, I don't have a reaction because I mean, I live off of these videos. It's fun to remember my days, you know. And now I can bring up another question. It may not be someone who asked, but I mean, I could bring up a question of what made me into this thing. Well, I mean, it's a very long story, you know. It's a long story, but it's like I was just like bored. I was like born like that. I mean, born to be that way. I mean, for whatever reason, I just had this thing about capturing memories, you know. I had this thing about doing that, you know. It's like a sentimental thing, you know. It's like I mean, I just had this thing about it. I don't know why, but it's a long story. But I think I did write a life story about this. I mean, and then I was explaining, I was getting into detail in my mind. I was trying to dig deep inside my mind to see what it was. But I think overall, I think it's just a sentimental thing, you know. Sort of the sentimental thing, like why I got really into this, why I got into this, you know. So I wonder what today will bring today. What will today bring? So, this is me. This is me without that jacket. Looks sensational, huh? Well, anyways. Okay, I got the garage set up. This is how it's gonna look tonight over here at my place. Well, anyways. This is me. And so I have this fire effect on, which is pretty cool. Gotta set it up a little bit better than that. A little better. There we go. Got the fire effect on, the lights on. Now there's music. I'm gonna play this song now. That's just gonna be one of those video game soundtracks. So I'm gonna play this song now. This is cool. Here it comes. That's major. It's a major bass. I'll play that one song again. It sounds cool, man. Yep. I'll play it again. Okay, I'm gonna stop it for now. The house is on fire. Shit. The house is on fire. The garage is on fire. Shit.